We shall go ahead and get started today. I just wanted to talk about something that is really, really powerful for Victoria and I, as we have been learning over the past few years or a couple of years. One of them is like reaching out to people kind of randomly seems tough sometimes. It's a lot. I mean, I know all of us have probably gotten some ghost before after that first initial text, and you're like, "Dang, what did I do wrong?" And first of all, I can tell you right now, you didn't do anything wrong, because what's great is that Victoria and I in the beginning, before we really started to lean on Mr. Carey, Miss Mickey, and want and need their advice and know that we need their advice, and really to just follow suit and listen to the verbiage and really try to not just hear it but like listen. Because it's funny how as we go through this business, like sometimes me and Victoria will be like, dang, that makes so much sense, and she's like, and Miss Mickey will look at me and her and be like, I've been telling you that since day one, you just didn't hear it. And I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry, it's just like some days, it's a lot of information to soak up, and we understand that. So that's why we really love, pencil and paper. We love talking about that stuff. But anyway, kind of back on track with what I was saying is that reaching out aimlessly kind of seems like it seems tough sometimes. It seems a little weird. You may be unsure of what you want to say, but I think what we've through this time kind of boiled it down to is really keeping it out of the person that you're reaching out to, keep like almost not going to them and offering something, but maybe going past them, and and your verbiage being past them to where they would be open up to helping you or to hearing from you, to be able to help support you in your business, or to be able to help support you in getting this mission out to people, or to help support you to help people along their health journey, whatever it may be. I mean, but it's funny because the way the verbiage is actually going to work, and whenever you actually talk to them, you get to a point where, or like when you're reaching out, you're, like I said, you're going past them. So just kind of off the example, like an example off the bat, and I'll try to sum it up a little bit better. But so if I'm reaching out to somebody who, let's say I'm gonna use a really like textbook example. Let's say they're in the medical field of some sort, and you really respect them, and they've got a passion for health and helping people. But let's face it, when you just kind of aimlessly reach out to them, they may just be like, oh, I don't want to hear about that opportunity. I'm not interested. Or like they may just ghost you because they're not interested. So rather than just going to them, going past them. So saying something along the lines of, I'm gonna use Trisha's name. Let's say Trisha's in the medical field and we're talking, and I want to go after Trisha. So I'm like, hey Trisha, I was just thinking about you. I know this is pretty random, but because we're so close, and because I love the way that you love helping people, and who you are with all of that, I wanted to ask if maybe we could get on the phone someday soon. So that way I can share with you what it is that I'm up to. This probably isn't for you, but I'd love to be able to share with you. So maybe you can help me out in this journey of mine, or you can help me out in this business of mine. And depending on what they say, you can follow up accordingly. And that's where, like, coming back to your support for when they respond and asking, okay, this is how they responded. What should I say? And then you can kind of start learning the response side of things, but being able to say it in a way that won't be directly at them, but in a way that might be a little bit more enticing for them just to hear you out, basically, because you just need their help. You just want to get the mission out there, and that they would understand, and maybe they could help you along this journey. You're not saying anything to them about joining your mission or buying your product or anything like that. However, this is what'll happen, and it happens time and time again. And am I saying that this is 100% going to close prospects? No, but at least it gets them to get on that phone and listen to you, and maybe you can connect them with the support, because that's really what's going to get you the best result from the reach out, right? You just want to get as many people butts in seats, is basically what we call it, or like right now, faces in front of screens, so that way they can listen to what's going on. But it allows them to think about everyone else and think about how our product and mission can affect everyone else. Okay. And then by that, you can give them the information, you can send them the videos, you can talk, you can give them that stuff. And through that, you can ask the questions like, hey, I don't know if you've ever considered this for you. If not, that's cool. But this, if you don't think it's for you, that's cool. But I'd still love for you to help me. And then they may turn around and go, man, I want this stuff. Or like, man, I want to join this mission. It's $52 a year to be a representative. Yeah. And I get to share this with people and create a side income. Yeah. And then they go, dang. And then they start to think about themselves. So that's where using that verbiage is very powerful, and it allows you to kind of hopefully not just get the ghosts all the time, you know, because you're just like, hey, I was thinking of you and I thought you'd love this product. And they're like, dang it, I don't want to hear about this. You know, I got my own regimen. I got my own thing, you know, and it allows them to get on. Real quick, Alicia and Kathy, I was just going to kind of re-say what I was saying. I was talking about a verbiage that could allow you to open up a little bit more conversations. Getting to that point where I'm really out of my warm market, I'm trying to just get conversations going, and I'm really trying to. And I have people that I know a lot, and I know them, but we're not like, it's people I knew at the gym, and I'd see them like once or twice a week, and it would be like, hey, what's up, man? Or hey, girl, good to see you. You know, it'd be stuff like that. But I have them on Facebook, I have them on Instagram, and being able to. And I communicate with them through DMs, but it's just like getting that conversation to that point. It's just not happening. So it allows you to be able to just kind of, hey, I know this is random, and boom, you can open up the conversation and not be about them, but rather be about someone past them, and they can consider themselves through that. So anyway, if you want to stop that recording.